Hey
Hey
man,
man, how's it going?
yeah, not bad. How you doing? You right?
Yeah, I'm good. Loving the background.
Thanks. Yeah, it's. I thought, yeah, rather than give the viewers a view of my nice kitchen behind me, which means I'd have had to washing up and stuff. So I thought, just put a background on, it'll be good.
Yeah, why not? No, looking good.
So, all right. So I guess we're doing like this little behind the scenes slash interview thing for our upcoming release, Motion, which is out now, as you can see on the board. They've cut off your name. Sorry, I couldn't
No,
fit
I get it. I get
that
it.
name.
Cool, cool, cool,
James
cool,
Oram.
cool. I see exactly how it is.
So I thought, well, probably because if you've got people who know me watching this, and maybe people who know you watching this, but not necessarily know both of us. So I thought maybe, how about you introduce yourself, what you do, and what musically you're doing, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, cool. In fact, you know what? I had a little thought about this, and tell me if this is completely rogue. But I thought we could try and say what the other one did and see if we can verify it. So I don't know
Okay.
whether you're. Why don't you try and say what I do, and then I'll try and say what you do, just because we can.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. I like that. Okay.
Okay. I could start with you if you want, or you can start. I don't
No,
mind.
no, no, it's cool. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go to
Go on, then.
start.
Go for it.
So this is my friend James Oram. He's a piano player extraordinaire. Sort of composes very cinematic, beautiful piano stuff. Lives in Portishead. I think that's where I'm gonna struggle.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'd say that is too generous, piano extraordinaire. Thank you. Oh, but yeah, no, that's really kind. Yeah, I'm a pianist composer living in Portishead, just loving music, living my life through music. Um,
Nice.
shall I give you a good try and describe what you do?
Yeah, yeah. Let's have
So
it.
this is my friend Andrew Ford. He's a multi-instrumentalist, producer, composer, extraordinaire, definitely. Um, yeah, living in Bristol. Yeah, I don't think that's as far as I can go. But
Yeah, it's about right. I'll just add. So I perform under the name Inner Pieces, and that's we're releasing this as Inner Pieces and James Oram, so joint collaboration. So I guess we should probably talk about that then. So what about if you could tell me how did this all come about? This collaboration between you and I.
I think I saw, was it a groove on your Instagram story, or I can't remember where I saw it, but you were playing. You said, "Oh, a new groove." And
Yeah,
I just instantly went to piano. I thought I needed to get in on this. I think I and just tinkled a few notes and sort of timidly WhatsApp myself playing along to a story, and then sent you going, "Hey, I'm just feeling this." So it was a spur of a moment thing, really, just hearing what you played and responding to it. So and you said, "Oh, I mean, to be honest, I was sending it across, saying, what do you think? Like maybe a collab?" And you were like, "We need to collab." I'm like, "Oh, definitely, good idea, good idea."
because I think at the time, like we kind of got a similar release schedule thing. Because I don't know about you, but I hadn't released anything for quite some time. And then last year, sort of early last year, I started getting on this like fairly regular single release thing, and I saw you doing a couple. And yeah, when you sent me that little WhatsApp message, just playing along to this groove I'd done, I thought, that's cool. That's really cool, and like a concept I'd never like imagined doing before. Like I love the piano, I love the hang and all the sub stuff, but I'd never yeah thought they would go together so well. So it's really when you sent me that message, I thought, okay, yeah, this is something that we need to definitely see what we can do with this, because that was yeah, really cool.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what's nice because I've been collaborating with a few different people, and they sort of take you down avenues you just didn't even think about.
Yeah,
And likewise, your sort of direction on this track is a bit like I had you took me to places I didn't even think of. That's what's so beautiful is like everyone has different thoughts and perspectives, and it comes out. So yeah,
yeah. Like neither of us would have come up this track on our own separately. Even the parts we played individually, I don't think.
no,
Yeah,
no, exactly. So yeah, definitely like yeah, joined at that in that way.
nice.
But yeah.
I so when I was thinking about this kind of interview thing earlier, I had to dig around for some clips and stuff. I've got. I don't know if you remember when we had our actual first in person jam in the garden. I took some video footage, and I had a little watch it. We'll share the screen on here so you can see. Because I want to get your reaction to it as well.
Okay, cool.
What was surprising, I thought, was the stuff that just didn't make the cut, obviously. But this is the first time we made the jump. There was quite a nice little intro in there that I don't know. We just obviously never did anything with.
Should we have had it? Should we have, was there a better solution that we're about to see?
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't show people this. They'll say, "Oh, that was really good," and what you've done's not very good. But yeah, no, what the hell? Let's do it. So I'm gonna share the screen. Hopefully the sound and that will work. Let's see what happens. Okay, hopefully that's popped up. So this is James's garden. I hope our faces aren't covering. I don't know. James's face in the corner. Yeah, cool. This is James's beautiful garden in Portishead. It was the first time we actually live met up and had a jam. So yeah, let's have a little play and see what we think. Quite nice.
That's almost music, isn't it? Oh, I like that. What happened to this section?
I don't know. Like, I had no recollection of this until I watched this today.
Was this just an in the moment jam? This is really nice.
we might have to do a second track. I don't know.
I think so. It's odd we've only watched this back now.
Yeah. I think the groove does come in momentarily, so it should be somewhat reminiscent to what we came up with.
3, 4. Yeah.
Bit dodgy on the groove, isn't it? I think we did get the groove much better.
Yeah, we definitely refined it. But the essence is there, though.
Okay, I'll stop this.
That's cool though. That's really, I'm really enjoying. But you know, that interesting enough, that intro does sound like a second track. It doesn't sound part of the same track. So you know, hey,
I quite like that.
Next time, yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that. If it, you know, why not?
But it's interesting how, because like that, I think that was probably one of the few times I think we jammed twice in person, didn't we? Because of like lockdown and restrictions and all that. It kind of came a lot difficult. So most of it was done remotely, wasn't it? We kind of recorded ideas back and forth, and then kind of built it from there. Like I know my hang part I think changed quite a lot from the piano elements, because like I really wanted to fit in with exactly what you were playing and not I don't know, I wanted it to be really, really tight and together, and I think we kind of got there in the end.
Yeah, I definitely think we refined it more and more, didn't we? Because I remember you sent me sort of a whole hang part. I think like it was probably about 5 minutes, wasn't it? And I just played for the complete 5 minutes and then sent it back to you. And we sort of just did a yay or nay. And I remember there's some of it you liked, some bits you didn't like. But I think that's completely cool. And it's trying to just whittle it down to sort of all killer, no filler, sort of, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we did. Well,
nice.
What we tried to do.
So talking about recording it then, I guess, so obviously we couldn't get together and record it. I don't know if we would have done that anyway, but so for my part, so I just had and I'm going to put some pictures in when we edit this later, but like so for my part, I just in the corner of my bedroom just cleared out the wardrobe, got it all out there, put it in the living room, and then put the sofa bed in the corner and just recorded in there. And I was struggling because living in a flat and stuff, that you can never really get a quiet room. On one side of the house over here, we've got buses driving past every 10 minutes, and then on the other side there's chickens next door, and like just general rumbling.
I feel you. Yeah, just getting yeah.
So I think when I sat down to record, there was just this hum coming from somewhere. I don't know what it was, and it was coming up over the mics, and it was. I think I waited for about 45 minutes and eventually stopped, and then I was all right to record. So, yeah, tell me about yours. So I hear you recorded yours at Abbey Road Studios. Is that correct?
So, yeah, pretty much. So pianos are a complete nightmare to record overall. Like, they're really tricky. So I use sample libraries So basically, that technology's got so good now that if you from a keyboard, in fact, electronic keyboard, if you press a key, you can get the sound of a real recorded piano coming out of it. And some sample libraries. So a sample library is a collection of recorded sounds, essentially. They model different pianos. So my favorite one is a Yamaha CFX grand piano, and I think they recorded something like 16 different volumes of each key press. Wow. So just incredible detail, captured. I think it was recorded in Abbey Road. And it's just, it's an amazing tool to get really good recordings on the piano. In fact, before that, I couldn't make recordings sound how I wanted them to. And I do occasionally record my real piano. And actually, we just did a live video with it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you noticed that it was a little bit out of tune. So, but I like that. There's a charm to that. But recording piano is notoriously difficult. And I have tried lots of different combinations, but with mics and placement and rooms. So that takes a lot of a headache away from me, because I can put it in any space I imagine, basically. So those samples, amazing tool, really. It's a game changer for recording piano and getting the idea from my head out there. But if you think you have to spend a bit of work setting up the keyboard so that it feels as good as it can, because obviously when you use a keyboard, it does behave differently to a piano, like in touch and feel. So sort of setting up all different like adjustments and velocity levels, so it just captures it as well as you can, your performance.
It was nice when you sent over like your final piano parts, like doing the mixing, because recording the hang is very, very picky with the room and just lots of different variables, and how it's mic'd up and stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare. It was nice to be able to mix your piano parts. Like, it didn't take much, just a little bit of EQ and pushing here and there, but it was sounding really clean and really nice straight away. So I could concentrate on getting the hang cleaned up and sitting right with it. So it was, I think, when we did the live Zoom video, mixing that was a lot harder, because we had a lot more, it's real piano going on.
So many mids, and the piano's a bit of a beast with a frequency sort of response on it. So so varied and big, isn't it? But that is one advantage. I didn't have to worry about chickens or buses.
Oh God, it's my life.
Which it's a luxury, really. But that's why I respect that you're sort of recording your real hang, 2 microphones, sofa bed propped up. Good for you, quality stuff.
So I guess what I wanted to also talk about. So what have we both got coming up next? So after this, what have you got? Any projects lined up in the future, or what have you got
so I'm working with a few local artists on an Ophelia project. So we're all sort of filming our different processes. So I'm going to be putting some of my music to the film that they produce, basically, and that's really exciting. Working with lots of different actors, artists, cameramen. Oh, it was great sort of variety. So that's fun.
Cool. It's nice. Sounds like you've got some good stuff coming up.
And what about you? What have you got coming up? That's what I want to know. Or is that under the hood? It's like, I should be asking that. Like,
I don't know. I hear about these people who, these artists who always have like the next 8 songs mapped out, and I would love to get there, but I'm not quite there. So I've got ideas for the next track. I've got this Sansula with little thumb piano idea coming together, which I'm going to be try and get some sort of structure song sorted for the next release. And then I'm doing another collaboration with Sean Tinian, who I did a collaboration with a couple of months ago. He's film composer in Australia, and he composed this really beautiful cinematic epic track, and I played some Native American flute on it. So he's got another track coming out on his album, so we're going to be recording that reasonably soon, I think, and that'll probably be coming out later in the year, I suspect. So I've got a few bits and pieces.
That's exciting.
So,
I really loved the last track you did with Sean Tinian. It's so epic. It's amazing. It was it was an experience putting the headphones on. It's like so.
Yeah, that track, The Calling, I did with Sean Tillian. Yeah, it just so cinematic, beautiful string arrangements, just epic. Just
So epic was the word. You can just see like the landscape out in front of you. You know, it's amazing. So yeah, good, amazing stuff.
cool, man. I think that would probably be call it a day there. So basically, for everybody who is watching it this far and stayed with us, thanks. Check out our track Motion. This is not that side, isn't it? There it is. Motion.
Yeah, it is. That's it.
It's out now on Spotify, Apple, Deezer, and all that stuff. Please do like, follow, and all that stuff. I'll pop up the Instagram handles of both of us if you want to follow us in the descriptions and stuff like that. Check out all the links and that stuff. So yeah, cool, nice one. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.